Meghan's recent public statements about the production of With Love, Meghan Season 2 have stirred significant buzz. She described facing toxic moments on set, creative differences with producers, cast members, and Netflix executives, and budget constraints that she claimed diluted her vision. Meghan positioned herself as a victim of industry politics, suggesting her goal to create a series that empowered women was stifled by external forces. She highlighted scenes being cut, rewritten, or never filmed, framing these setbacks as a personal and professional betrayal. However, industry insiders offer a different perspective. Sources suggest Meghan's insistence on heavy creative control led to chaos during production. Reports indicate she frequently rewrote scripts, sometimes the night before shoots, causing logistical challenges and multiple reshoots of scenes with shifting tones. These actions strained relationships with the crew, with some members reportedly leaving mid-season due to a tense working environment. A neutral producer was allegedly brought in to mediate disputes between Meghan and showrunner Leah Harrington, underscoring the extent of the discord. Critics argue that Meghan's lack of experience as a producer, she was a first-time creator in this role, contributed to the dysfunction, as her micromanagement clashed with Netflix's efforts to streamline the project. The public's reaction to With Love, Meghan has been lukewarm at best. While Meghan aimed to connect with hard-working women through relatable content, viewers and critics found the series out of touch and overly didactic. Online forums and social media, including Reddit's Celebrity Underground, criticized the show as wildly out of touch and overprivileged, with Meghan's interactions with guests like Mindy Kaling coming off as self-aggrandizing. Critics were harsher, with Rotten Tomatoes reporting a 36% approval rating and Metacritic assigning a 37/100th score, labeling the series generally unfavorable. Reviewers like Daniel D'Addario from Variety called it a Montecito ego trip, while the Irish Times' Ed Power described it as a black hole of beige, blending Martha Stewart and Gwyneth Paltrow's aesthetics without their substance. Meghan's public confession about production woes was intended as a moment of vulnerability, but was perceived by many as a strategic PR move. Her narrative of being creatively oppressed rang hollow, given Netflix's substantial investment filming in a Montecito rental farmhouse, a high-profile crew led by director Michael Steed, and a roster of A-list guests like Chrissy Teigen and Jose Andres for Season 2. Critics noted that Meghan had more creative freedom than most new producers, yet her focus on life lessons and social commentary over entertainment alienated viewers. The show's heavy-handed messaging, described as speeches disguised as scenes, failed to resonate with audiences seeking escapism rather than lectures on womanhood or self-discovery. The most significant blow came in July 2025, when reports confirmed that Netflix would not renew its $100 million deal with Archwell Productions, set to expire in September. This decision followed a string of underperforming projects, including Heart of Invictus and Polo, which garnered only 500,000 views and ranked number 3,436 in Netflix's 2025 engagement report. While Harry and Meghan was a blockbuster, subsequent projects failed to replicate its success, and With Love, Meghan's modest viewership did little to justify the partnership's cost. Insiders suggest Netflix's shift away from multi-project deals reflects a broader strategic pivot, but Meghan's public criticisms of the platform, airing grievances about budget cuts and studio politics, likely sealed the deal's fate. Meghan's comments extended beyond her show, touching on her broader view of Hollywood's role. She argued that actors should lecture society through film and television, positioning herself as a leader in educating an uneducated public. This stance, intended to inspire, was widely criticized as condescending, further alienating audiences and industry players. Social media posts and online discussions highlighted a disconnect. Meghan's portrayal of hardship, from a Montecito mansion with a multi-million-dollar platform, felt performative to viewers grappling with real-world struggles. The industry's response has been swift. Studios like Paramount and Warner Brothers have reportedly declined to engage with Meghan's team, viewing her as a liability due to her demanding reputation and the negative buzz surrounding With Love, Meghan. Smaller production houses, once eager to work with the Duchess, are also pulling back, wary of her baggage and the poor performance of her projects. Netflix, while open to potential one-off collaborations, has made it clear that no further seasons or major deals are on the table, treating With Love, Meghan as a contractual obligation rather than a priority. Meghan's Hollywood trajectory is at a crossroads. With Netflix's support waning and other studios closing doors, her options are limited. Some speculate she may pivot to podcasting, leveraging her Archetype series with Lemonada Media after her Spotify deal ended in 2023 for failing to meet productivity benchmarks. Others suggest a temporary retreat to regroup and rebrand, though her lifestyle brand, as ever, has seen some success with sellout product launches like Raspberry Jam and Napa Valley Rosé. However, the brand's integration with Love, Meghan, a cross-promotional strategy with Netflix as an equity partner, may falter if the show's viewership continues to underwhelm. This professional setback coincides with personal and royal tensions, particularly as Meghan and Harry face the prospect of attending Peter Phillips' wedding to Harriet Sperling in 2025. The event, expected to bring Harry and Prince William together for the first time since August 2024, could amplify scrutiny on Meghan. Her absence might reinforce perceptions of estrangement, while her presence risks reigniting tensions, given her polarizing reputation within the royal family. The wedding, a joyous occasion for Peter, is likely to be overshadowed by the brothers' rift, with Meghan's role, whether she attends or not, adding fuel to the narrative of conflict. Meghan's journey with Love, Meghan was meant to be a redemption arc, a chance to move beyond her royal exit and establish herself as a creative force. Instead, it has exposed the challenges of transitioning from royal figure to Hollywood producer. Her ambition to control her narrative, while admirable, clashed with her inexperience and a tone that critics and audiences found preachy and disconnected. The public, once captivated by her story, has grown skeptical, with social media reflecting a shift from sympathy to mockery. Netflix's decision to distance itself from Meghan and Harry, coupled with Hollywood's cooling interest, suggests a harsh reality. The industry values results over titles. Meghan's insistence on framing herself as a victim of royal protocol, media scrutiny, or studio politics has not resonated, as it overlooks her significant privileges and the opportunities she was given. Her public statements, while emotionally charged, have been perceived as deflecting accountability, further eroding her credibility. As with Love, Meghan Season 2 prepares to air, it may be Meghan's final major platform to reclaim her narrative. Without significant changes in approach, less focus on preaching, more on authentic storytelling, her Hollywood chapter risks closing prematurely. The wedding of Peter Phillips looms as a personal and public test, where her actions could either soften or solidify her image as a divisive figure. For now, Meghan's story is one of ambition undone by miscalculation, a cautionary tale of a star who aimed to rewrite the rules but lost the audience in the process.